much everybody in here's written the song, so do you like to write the lyrics first or the melody first? Anybody have a method? They come to you together at the same time? The whole thing?
Sometimes, but usually it's just the darn chorus that drives me nuts. It comes out whole, and then I have to try to piece it together.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes out.
Anybody else have another? Tell me your methods.
No madness to the method.
No madness.
Yeah.
It comes how it comes.
It's just,
I'm usually music first,
Yeah,
or music and
Music
with the
first?
song title.
Music first.
only a couple times have I heard melody and music together in my head.
Yeah.
Melody and lyric together. It's usually Mark will come up with the musical idea
And you kind of
We'll go
write
from
lyrics,
there.
you hear lyrics to it,
and
but you hear a lot of melodic stuff because you're a singer.
Yeah.
You probably the best melody writers in the whole world are singers, because that's your instrument.
Right.
And guitarists, we hear the harmony.
Sometimes, when I play music with friends in a band, I'll have a song written, or a song that's been written with a couple of people, and it'll be just the music written to be an instrumental piece. And then if I have a friend who writes lyrics, and sometimes we'll have a song written out, just all the music for it completely done, and he'll come over the top and tailor make lyrics to fit the song.
Yeah.
Is that something that's...
Yeah. Yeah.
U2 does that all the time.
Yeah.
Bono.
So the music
Bono
tells you.
writes lyrics afterwards.
Sometimes the music tells you what the words are going to be for the lyricist. And that's interesting.
Well, I think it's easier to like write the music first and then the lyrics. But I don't know. I write the lyrics first.
You write the lyrics first because you're.
But they're easy for me to.
But when you write the lyrics, do you write out the lyrics and then think of a melody, or do you hear a melody in your head as you're writing them?
It depends.
Sometimes you just
Like-
write words and you're not singing it in your head. You're not singing it. You're saying it.
Yeah, and
Speaking
then sometimes like I can hear a melody while I'm writing.
Well, there's an interesting thing, and you're going to be familiar with this, so I can't really go into it the way I kind of normally do, but I bet everybody in here remembers this. The preamble to the U.S. Constitution says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare," I can't ever say that, "and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America," which of course does not sound very singable. Right? Like,
But it is.
yeah. And you might even be remembering it. Don't tell me that.
Okay.
You're probably remembering, because I have a feeling you help me this, because I'm probably remembering an older version of this than you. But if you were called upon to write the music to that, here's how you would think that through. This just became a lyric. Don't change anything. You don't get to change anything. Put music to that. And you're going, there's no rhyme scheme. I mean, you got to make it sound singable. You've got to do something that creates melodic contour, something that feels like a lift into a chorus. There's no chorus. There's no form. None of this has anything of song form in it. And you've got to make these words sing. Who wants to sing, promote the general welfare?
Promote the general welfare.
And domestic tranquility, I guess that could sing in a certain context. Maybe it's an Americana kind of phrase. And so the first thing as a writer you're thinking through, first, if you're given a lyric, this is to demonstrate if you get a lyric and you got to write music to it. You got to find the musicality in these words somehow. And it's a great little exercise. Go home and look this up. Look up, you can Google the preamble to the Constitution. We the people. All right, we got an E assonance in turn. We the people. There's probably going to be something note-wise, note value-wise. Notes have length, notes have value. For those who, some notes are some notes are ha. So we the people is probably going to be emphasized somehow in that. of the United States. We're going to put that in brackets because we're going to take a little creative liberty. In order to form. Order, form. Another internal rhyme. So the first thing I'm seeing on that page, when I'm looking at that, I look at the words visually and I say, I see these internal rhymes. Okay, I'm going to need to do something with that. A more perfect union. Order to form a more. Oh boy, I got 3 there. Establish justice. So you know what's going to happen with that assonance, with that internal rhyme on in order to form a more and we the people? That's going to make up for the missing rhyme scheme if you do it right. Because you still, if somebody gives you a lyric and you can make $1 million if you'll write music to it and it's not really a lyric, then you still got to find the thing about it that makes it musical. You know, you've still got to create those components. You've got to fabricate them somehow, lift and all of those elements. So it's like ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote. You got a little alliteration there with provide and promote the general welfare. You're just going to not have to like that one. And secure the blessings of liberty. It gets better at the end. To ourselves and our posterity. Let me see that. I'll play it.
Yeah, I was just afraid.
Now,
things to get wet.
it seems like there are lots of the next thing you have to decide after you look at the musicality of the words, read it out loud. Try to find the musical nuances of those words, and then you've got to decide how you want it to feel. Now, you might have been given an assignment. You might have been told, make this a folk song. You might have been told, make this a rock song, whatever. And this was, of course, the one I'm remembering that I've heard there's another one since, was folk song. Let's see. We're going to make it was a folk song. Now listen for lift. Listen for which words are emphasized how and how musical this sounds. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity to ordain.